Before taking this class, I had a vague idea of what Mesoamerica was. I just knew that it referred to the indigenous culture of, well, I believe it was like Central America, mainly. I mostly associated with the Mayans and Aztec civilizations, but I didn't really know much beyond that. Of course, like I write about it and did learn about it in school. Those meaning like freshman and sophomore year of like high school. So it's been years since then. But I didn't quite understand that the depth of their contribution and how any other cultures were part of that world. Watching the lectures, I learned that Meso means middle, so it was Middle America. So it was like Mexico through Central America. Um, it was interesting seeing how some of the culture still exists today. As the professor was saying during those lectures, that the Zapotecos are still around, and their culture still exists. Um, Learning about the rise and fall of the true civilizations, that they don't stay intact forever, since humans will want to change and like evolve. Um, but I had no idea how long before European involvement there was an established civilization. It was kind of heartbreaking to hear how the Spanish massacred its people, destroyed languages, and basically erased history, creating and implementing their own new rules, um, in a whole different culture. Um, yeah, one of the main, the Olmec civilization, which was the foundation of the civilizations, and their innovation in religion, art, and architecture, and social organization laid the groundwork for later civilizations like the Mayans, Zapotecos, and the Aztecs. Famous for their colossal stone heads, was one of the main things that caught my attention was the big heads of the Olmecs, which depicted like the rulers. The sculpture showed advanced craftsmanship and symbol representations of the powers. From the first lecture, it was shown that it was the 99.3 feet long, about 25 tons in San Lorenzo. And something else that like stuck with me was the Monte Alban. I actually been there when I went to Oaxaca last year. I remember climbing one of its temples, and you have to like go sideways. It was kind of scary. It's kind of like steep. The steps aren't that big. That's why you have to go sideways. You can't just walk straight up. I remember, and also remember crouching through the pathways, like these dark tunnels, and then it leads you to like a big open areas inside the temples. And I read that that the stairs, well, it often led to for ceremonies and offerings. Yeah, and something that caught my attention was the symbols outside, and inside the temples. On the very top, there was these patterns and symbols, or some of them were like zigzag patterns. Um, there were like S's, squared ones that will go like that, and you can see like the faint colors of what it was before. I remember, and I have a picture of standing next to, and well, in front of the one of the temples, and you'll see like 6 rectangles, and each of them have different patterns. It was really interesting. It was pretty awesome. I'm going back to Oaxaca this year, and I'm definitely adding to going to one of the temples again. And watching these lectures has shown me how vast and interconnected Mesoamerica really was, especially while looking at who the sorry, I'm gonna butcher this. The that no that basically the old civilization from Central Mexico City, from Mexico City, the indigenous population that was there. It was the thing that caught like that was crazy or pretty awesome was it was one of the most like extraordinary cities. The engineering was amazing. How like the canals, temples, it has its own marketplace. Um, it really like showed that it was a whole society that was there. Like it basically like rivaled, European cities. Like it was awesome. It was amazing to like see and learn about. Yeah, and my question is sorry which Mesoamerican civilization is credited with developing one of the most accurate calendar systems based on astronomical observations? And if you guys know the answer, you guys can put it in the replies. Yeah, so thank you very much.